I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and today we're uncovering 5 common medications that could be quietly draining your passion, energy, and confidence without you ever realizing it. These aren't rare drugs or exotic prescriptions, they're medications millions of men and women take every single day. But here's the good news: once you understand how they affect your body and what you can do about it, you can take back control of your health, your hormones, and your happiness. Because you deserve to feel fully alive again, in every sense of the word. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and today we're diving into a hidden truth that far too many people overlook sometimes. The very medications meant to help us can slowly steal our vitality, confidence, and connection without warning. Every day, millions take prescription drugs that unknowingly interfere with hormones, blood flow, and brain chemistry, the very systems that fuel desire, mood, and performance. The result: a silent decline that feels confusing, frustrating, and deeply personal. But knowledge is power. When you understand why this happens and how your body responds, you can make choices that protect not only your physical health, but your emotional and intimate well-being too. Because your passion, your energy, and your joy, they matter. And once you learn how to support your body the right way, you can reclaim the confidence, balance, and connection you thought you'd lost. Let's talk about how to do exactly that. Every emotion you feel, every spark of attraction, every moment of connection begins with chemistry. Your body is constantly orchestrating a delicate balance between hormones, neurotransmitters, and blood flow, all of which create the foundation for desire and performance. But here's the truth: many common medications, from antidepressants to blood pressure pills, can disrupt that balance. They alter the way your brain processes dopamine and serotonin, the very messengers responsible for pleasure, motivation, and intimacy. Some reduce testosterone or estrogen production, while others constrict blood vessels, limiting circulation where it matters most. The science is clear. These shifts can leave you feeling not only physically disconnected, but emotionally distant too. What was once effortless can begin to feel forced. You may notice a loss of sensitivity, a drop in energy, or even a quiet frustration you can't quite explain. And because these effects often happen gradually, many people never realize their medication could be the missing piece of the puzzle. But here's what I want you to remember: this doesn't mean you have to choose between your health and your happiness. Once you understand what's happening inside your body, you gain the power to make choices that work with your biology, not against it. The solution begins with awareness and a conversation. Never stop a prescribed medication on your own, but do talk to your doctor openly about what you're experiencing. There are often alternative drugs, lower doses, or natural support strategies that can protect both your well-being and your vitality. Lifestyle choices also play a powerful role in rebalancing your chemistry. Regular movement, especially resistance training, helps boost natural testosterone and dopamine. Nutrient-rich foods, zinc, magnesium, omega-3s, nourish your endocrine system and restore hormonal harmony. And don't underestimate the power of quality sleep and stress management. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is one of desire's greatest enemies. This journey isn't about blame or shame. It's about awareness, empowerment, and taking back control of your body's rhythm. You deserve to feel alive, connected, and confident in your own skin. Medication can be life-saving, but your intimacy, joy, and energy are vital signs too. They matter deeply to your overall health. When you begin to understand the hidden chemistry of desire, you no longer feel lost in confusion or frustration. You start to see your body as something that can heal, adapt, and thrive, and with the right knowledge and support, that spark, the one that makes you feel fully, vibrantly you, can absolutely return. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and I want to talk about the energy disconnect, the invisible gap between what your body should feel like and what it actually does. For so many people, this disconnect isn't about willpower or lifestyle alone. It's a biochemical imbalance quietly created by the medications they take every day. You see, true energy isn't just about sleep or calories. It's about how efficiently your body converts nutrients and oxygen into usable power at the cellular level. Inside every one of your trillions of cells, tiny structures called mitochondria act like miniature engines, generating the fuel that keeps you alive and vibrant. but certain medications, especially those that affect the nervous system, hormones, or blood flow, can slow down these engines. They can alter how your body absorbs key nutrients like CoQ10, B vitamins, and magnesium, or interfere with your mitochondria's ability to produce energy efficiently. The result: a subtle, creeping fatigue that becomes your new normal. On top of that, many drugs influence neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers that regulate focus, mood, and motivation. When serotonin or dopamine levels are disrupted, you don't just feel physically tired, you feel emotionally drained, disconnected, and less like yourself. And here's the thing: when energy drops, desire drops with it. Your brain simply reprioritizes survival over pleasure. But knowledge changes everything. Once you understand the science behind your symptoms, you can take steps to reignite your natural rhythm, safely and effectively. Start by talking openly with your healthcare provider. If you suspect your medication might be contributing to fatigue or a loss of vitality, there may be alternatives or adjustments that better support your body's energy systems. Never make changes on your own, but don't be afraid to ask questions. You are your body's best advocate, and while medicine can influence your energy, lifestyle can restore it. Movement, especially low-impact, consistent exercise, reawakens your mitochondria, improving circulation and oxygen flow. Nutrition plays a powerful role. 2 foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and natural compounds like CoQ10 help rebuild energy at the cellular level. Hydration, sunlight, and regular sleep patterns all work together to reset your body's internal battery. Most importantly, don't lose hope. The fatigue you feel isn't a permanent sentence, it's feedback. Your body isn't failing you, it's calling for balance. With awareness, compassion, and the right support, you can bridge that energy disconnect, reclaim your strength, and feel fully alive again. Because real vitality isn't something you chase, it's something you restore, one science-backed step at a time. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and I want you to know it's not just in your head. There's a real biological link between your mind and your sexual health. The same chemicals that regulate your mood, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, also influence desire, arousal, and satisfaction. When these messengers are in balance, your confidence feels effortless, your emotions stay grounded, and your body responds with ease. But when certain medications disrupt that balance, the effect can ripple through every layer of your well-being. Antidepressants, anxiety medications, and even blood pressure drugs can alter the way your brain processes pleasure and motivation. Dopamine, often called the confidence molecule, fuels both your drive and your sense of reward. When it's suppressed, even the things that once excited or inspired you, emotionally or physically, can start to feel muted. Similarly, serotonin imbalances can dull sensitivity and slow the body's natural responses. Over time, this can create a quiet erosion of confidence, making you question your own body, your worth, or your connection with your partner. But here's the empowering truth: you are not broken, and your body isn't betraying you. It's adapting, trying to find equilibrium under new chemical conditions. Once you understand that, you can begin to work with your body instead of against it. The first step is awareness. Speak openly with your doctor about what you're experiencing. Many people stay silent, thinking these side effects are inevitable, but often there are alternatives. Different doses, newer medications, or supplemental approaches that preserve mental balance and physical vitality. Equally important is rebuilding the mind-body connection through intentional daily habits. Regular exercise stimulates natural dopamine and endorphin release, helping restore both mood and confidence. Mindfulness practices, deep breathing meditation, or even slow, intentional touch activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and connect mode that allows the body to open up to pleasure again. Nutrition also matters. Foods rich in omega-3s, B vitamins, and tyrosine support neurotransmitter production, giving your brain the raw materials it needs to function optimally. And don't underestimate the power of emotional safety. Connection thrives where there is trust and compassion. Talking with your partner about what's happening, without judgment or shame, can transform frustration into understanding. Healing doesn't come from pressure, it comes from patience, kindness, and shared curiosity. Confidence isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. When your brain chemistry, hormones, and emotions move together, desire becomes effortless once more. With the right knowledge and care, you can rebuild that connection, not just to your partner, but to yourself, and rediscover the calm, grounded confidence that allows both your body and your heart to truly come alive again. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and I want to remind you that healing begins the moment you understand what's really happening inside your body. The medications many people take every day, from antidepressants and cholesterol drugs to blood pressure and hormone therapies, can alter brain chemistry, hormone balance, and blood flow in ways that affect not only physical desire but emotional connection too. When dopamine and testosterone fall, when serotonin and cortisol rise, your body's natural rhythm of pleasure, focus, and drive shifts. Over time, this imbalance becomes your new normal, even though it's far from what your body is designed to feel. But here's the beautiful truth: your body is always ready to heal, rebalance, and reignite its natural chemistry. You just have to give it the right conditions to do so. Healing doesn't come from a single pill or a quick fix. It begins with awareness, patience, and a science-backed plan to restore harmony from within. Start by having an open conversation with your doctor. You don't need to suffer in silence or accept side effects as your fate. Many medications can be adjusted, substituted, or supported with nutritional and lifestyle changes that reduce their impact on your vitality. Beyond medical guidance, your daily choices are powerful medicine. Nutrition plays a leading role in rebalancing your hormones and restoring energy. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, leafy greens, healthy fats, lean proteins, and minerals like zinc and magnesium that support testosterone and dopamine production. Movement matters too, not just for your heart, but for your hormones. Strength training, yoga, or even mindful walking increase circulation, lower stress hormones, and reignite the body's natural chemistry of connection and confidence. Rest and recovery are equally essential. Chronic stress keeps cortisol high, and cortisol suppresses every hormone related to desire. Deep breathing, quality sleep, sunlight exposure, and even laughter, yes, laughter, all recalibrate your nervous system and open the door to healing. And perhaps most importantly, remember that this journey isn't about getting back something you've lost. It's about evolving into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Rebalancing your health is not only about restoring desire, but reclaiming your energy, confidence, and emotional vitality. Your body is resilient, your chemistry can change. And when you begin to nourish yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, that quiet light inside you doesn't just return, it shines brighter than ever before. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and what science is now revealing is nothing short of remarkable. Your body has the ability to reprogram itself for energy, passion, and longevity at any age. The key is understanding that vitality isn't random. It's the result of a finely tuned system of hormones, neurotransmitters, and cellular energy networks that either thrive or falter depending on how we live, move, and nourish ourselves. Many of the medications people rely on today, while life-saving and necessary, can unintentionally slow down these systems. They can reduce testosterone, dampen dopamine, or interfere with mitochondrial function, those tiny energy-producing engines inside every cell. The result: you may feel tired more often, lose interest in things that once excited you, or sense that your body just isn't responding the way it used to. But here's what's important: these effects are not permanent. Your body is remarkably resilient, and with the right approach, it can restore balance, rebuild strength, and reignite its natural chemistry for vitality. The science of renewal begins with awareness and small, consistent changes that activate your body's repair mechanisms. Movement is one of the most powerful triggers. When you engage your muscles, through resistance training, walking, yoga, or even simple daily activity, you send a message to your cells to produce more mitochondria, improving both energy and mood. Exercise isn't just about fitness, it's about chemistry. It increases dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, all of which fuel desire and confidence. Nutrition is your body's coding language. What you eat directly influences your hormones and neurotransmitters. Prioritize nutrient-dense foods, omega-3 rich fish, cruciferous vegetables, zinc, and antioxidants, all of which support testosterone, brain function, and blood flow. Limit ultra-processed foods, which inflame and exhaust your body's natural systems. And don't underestimate the importance of hydration. Even mild dehydration can affect energy, focus, and mood. Equally vital is rest. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body repairs hormones, detoxifies cells, and restores emotional balance. Inadequate sleep increases cortisol, the stress hormone that drains vitality and suppresses desire. Protecting your sleep is protecting your future health. And beyond the physical, remember, vitality begins in your mindset. When you cultivate gratitude, purpose, and connection, your body responds with measurable changes in hormones and immune function. You are not too old, too tired, or too late to change. The science of vitality is not about fighting time. It's about aligning with your biology and letting it work for you. Because when your body, mind, and spirit are in harmony, age becomes just a number, and energy becomes your natural state again, not the exception, but the expectation. You were designed not just to survive, but to thrive, and that possibility still lives within you, waiting to be awakened.